Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. I'm Tara. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are a returning family member, welcome back. Please hit that like button and help the algorithms pick up my videos and push them out into YouTube land. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to the channel and be a part of our family. So today we're going to play with the jelly plate, as you can see, and we're also going to pull out, I saw this done the other day. Here, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I thought these were pretty cool. I watched somebody else make something similar. Okay, I say similar because it's not exactly the same thing. But here's some samples of some journal cards, and in the back it's just plain. I haven't done anything with them, but this is some samples with some of the gold leaf flakes. Okay, and then I have a packet of like all these different colors. Okay, so there's a whole bunch in here, and I went ahead and made some with blue and the black and silver flecks. I don't really like this one as much, not because of the flecks, but because of the color of the blue I chose. I don't think that was the best one. You know, you're kind of, at least for me, I never really know what colors I want to use when I do my gel plate. I kind of experiment, and that's my thing. But I did realize that I really like the matte paint better. So I am going to use nothing but matte paint today to get the effect that I want. And I also thought I might pull in, I don't know how good this will work, but I thought it might be fun to also pull in some stencils. We'll see, right? It might not work at all. It may not work at all, but we'll see. We're going to give it a shot. So let me just situate myself here. Now, these are the colors we have. We have the copper, we have gold, the black and gold, hot pink. I've got some silver. And down here we've got some really funky colors. We've got green and purple and really royal blue, black, and blue and silver. So I got this on Amazon. I do believe it's in my list, my public list for you guys to shop from. And there is a link in the video to it. So if you see if you see something here you like, I usually try to always put that stuff in that link. We're not going to be using all of these because, to be honest, I don't really think I would like all of them. I mean, you know what I mean? I just don't. I probably will use this purple simply because I brought a purple paint with me, so I thought that might look kind of cool. And if you noticed in this, the paint covers some of the shine on some of it, but I really liked the effect you got because you get the shine, but yet it I don't know, it dulls it as well. And then I distressed the edges of the cards, and I just thought it looked cool. The person I saw doing it, honestly, I can't remember who it was. I'd have to go back through my watched videos. She was doing it with gold leaf sheets, okay? And she was getting like a cracked effect, and it looked very cool. And I thought, you know what? I don't have any sheets, and I'm not going to go out and buy a bunch of gold leaf. I almost did, and then I thought, nah, I'm not going to. I decided to try it with the flakes that I have. I also have these. Let's see. I have another little thingy here. These ones. These are really pretty ones. I got these in something I bought. Oh, my waxing kit for the wax seals. This came in that, and I've had it all this time. So what we're going to do is we are going to put down some flakes. You got to be really careful with these. At least I do. Check them out. They're like really wild and all over the place. But I just kind of spread them onto my jelly plate. And I'm going to tell you what, this is a messy thing. We're going to, you got to go end up taking your jelly plate. I had to the sink to get it cleaned up. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. And I was pouring them out of here that day because I was in a hurry. I've decided that this time I'm going to try to be a little more gentle, and it grabs, if you notice, and you can kind of just take it around, and it just kind of grabs it because it's sticking to that jelly plate, I was like pouring it out, and it was in huge puddles, and it was pretty funny. I made such a mess that first day that it's taken me over a week to get up the courage to do this video with you, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a mess to clean up. But you know what? That's what we do, right? And this morning I dyed, I don't know, I did purple cabbage, and the dye turned a beautiful blue. Anybody who's seen Barbara's 49 Dragonflies, I got my inspiration from her, and I have been waiting to do it, get in the mood, you know. So I spent my whole morning on my porch. My porch right now is covered with pages, blue, beautiful. I think they turned out pretty cool. I used everything in my arsenal. I used my watercolor inks. I used my sprays, my mica sprays, my paint sprays. I used my tempera paint. I poured tempera paint into my hand, sprayed it with water, did this, and went and just flicked it all over the pages. So yeah, I have an interesting bunch of papers outside waiting for me. So I've already made a mess once today. That's my point. I figure, why not make another one? Why not jump on here with my girls and make another mess? Praise God. Okay. This is a pretty color. Vanessa, what do you think, honey? She's loving the purple. It's kind of it's almost a fuchsia purple, but it is purple because this one's the pink. So it's definitely the purple. Okay, so now that we've got them on there, as you can see, I'm going to put just a touch more right through here because it looks kind of bare. But we're gonna just go ahead, and I'm going to use a purple. Now some of these I might mix some colors, like do dual colors. Some I'm gonna do just one color because I want the focal point to be the flakes, you know. What is it called? I can't even think what it's called right now. And it doesn't say on these. These are so cheap. I mean, but they were like 10 bucks for this whole thing. So I've got purple pansy, okay? So this should be interesting. I think we might mix in a little bit of antique white. What do you think? Not much. I'm just gonna do, okay, if it squeezes out of here. Is it gonna squeeze out? It's got a block. So let me grab something here. I've got a pin or a needle, no, a pin, I mean, to just kind of poke in there. Here we go. And let's kind of clear that out. I don't even know if adding white to this or a lighter color is a good idea, but why not? Look, there we go. I don't want a lot. I just want to give it a tiny variation in the purple. I didn't even bring any black or any metallics, you guys, because I really wanted this matte look with the flakes. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to add any other colors to it. So I hope this inspires you guys, and I hope they turn out good. I enjoyed how they turned out the first time, for the most part. And so I thought, well, let's try it. And it does pick up some of your flakes, like I said, and it'll get some of them, it'll push off, you know, under the paint so that they kind of don't shine. But it actually looks pretty cool. So I'll show you the paper here I'm rolling this out on so you can see. It honestly didn't pick up a ton of them. See? So that's not bad. And now what I was thinking was it would be kind of cool to have, let's see, let's use my favorite. I don't know why I love this one so much, but let's try it. I did not try any stenciling the other day, so we'll see. We will see. I might hate it. I don't know. I'm doing this one in like fourths because I know these will be journal cards. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting these down so it won't matter that I've got the markings from the stencil really on the edges, I mean. Hope I did that right. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and grab a piece of paper. Now what I've got, I have one that's like a really thick cardstock. I'm going to use that one. I've also got like my brown cardstock that I get from Hobby Lobby. You guys know the one I use all the time. And then I've also got my, what do you call it? The cardstock from the medium. It's not quite as thick as this one. This one's a really, I think this is my really thick one. Yeah, and then I've got like a medium one. So whatever you want to use, you can use tissue paper. You could try and see if that works. I didn't really want to do that because I kind of think with the glittery flakes, it's not gonna be as good. Oh, it's coming up. Very cool. Now, like I said, you're going to have some leftover of the metallic flakes on there. What are they called, you guys? Put it in the thingy. I can't think. The gold leaf. Gold leaf. So these are like purple leaf. And okay. Interesting. So as you can see, it leaves behind some, but this is going to get cut down into backgrounds. Okay, I don't like the white coming through as much. You know me, I hate when white comes through, but it can be worked with. Now, I am bummed that the paint didn't spread more. Like that one, I didn't push. That's my own fault. I didn't push it enough to really get a good spread. But overall, once this is all trimmed down and these are made into journaling cards, not bad. It'd be cute. It's a little bit bright, but as you can see, it stays on there. It attaches to, I mean, a little bit, tiny bit comes off, but it definitely attaches to your paper. Adheres, I should say. All right, let's try. We're gonna grab, ouch. And my knees are driving me nuts. If you guys hear me say ouch a lot, I'm sorry. When I move them the right way, they just hurt. They hurt. I ate pasta twice this week. One, the first night I ate it, and then we had leftovers. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I think it really made me inflame quite a bit. Okay. So they come up pretty easy. I know some of you wouldn't, leave your paint on. I always clean mine off because I want to switch out colors completely. I don't really want purple on the next one, since I've got this metallic. It looks pretty cool in there, though. It almost looks like little glitters. I don't really want that on there. I want to do a new color, so if you like, trying and having all the colors layer up, cool, leave it. Whatever you think. This is just a fun new project, new way to do this. I thought it'd be fun to do together. All right, let's see what color. Let's do the copper, and I think I'm gonna put it with peach. I've got a sun-kissed peach and a peachy pink, and that's the colors we're gonna use. I think that might be pretty. Here we go. Don't want to make too much of a mess, like I said. Kind of go around. Ooh, these are big, chunky pieces. Yeah, look at that. That could be torn apart. Yep. It's a pretty color, though, the copper. It's nice. It's much, the purple one felt more almost, I don't know, this one's very metallic-y. That one felt like it was almost thinner, and easier to stick. This one's kind of fighting me on sticking down. I don't know. This one's definitely got more grit to it, I would say. More like the gold when I used the gold or on the other ones, you know. And I'm going to do the gold again, probably with some different colors. Yeah, actually, the more I look at this, it looks kind of cool. It's pretty in its own way, other than these blobs. I don't like the blobs. Yeah, I'm going to definitely make sure I mean, they'll be cut down so it won't be so blobbish. Is that a word? Blobbish. I'm going to cut them down so it won't be so bad, but yeah, kind of don't like those. These are such thick pieces. That's funny. Can you hear them tearing? They're like really thick chunks. Gonna make, I hope it's gonna make pretty. Make pretty. Okay. I'm trying to kind of break them apart a little bit. I don't ever use these. I've had them forever, and I got into, you know, there for a little while I was doing, you know, the metal leaf on, the gold leaf on stuff, and so I saw these and went, ooh, I'll get those. Those are so cool. And when I got them, I went, they're in person, they're kind of cheesy. They're a little bit tacky in a way. They're so bright. No offense to anybody who's like, I really like those. And I ended up just not using them, and their quality is pretty cheap. I mean, they are very cheap, but I think they're good for something like this because, you know, I'm not using them for anything else, and these did dry on the paint and make some pretty cool effects. So, all right. Oh, I don't like this bare corner over here. Let's grab something and take and put it right there. Okay. I might do a video showing, if my papers turn out as well as I hope they do, I might do a video showing you guys how that turned out. Let's shake this paint. Oh, this is a pretty color. Peachy pink. And then, I don't even think I've used this one hardly. Oh, I guess I've used it some because it's got stuff on it, but Sun-Kissed Peach. Now this time we're going to try to really get a nice marbling of these colors because, okay, seriously, it's blocked. Fun. Oh, wow, look at that, guys. It is literally blocked. I'm glad I took that lid off so I could cut this away. Whoa! Big old chunk. That's gross. Okay. This whole top part here is just dry. Goopy and dry. I guess I used this more than I thought, huh? Where's my... Here, I'm going to grab this towel. Sorry, be right back. I'm just right here cleaning this thing. Trying to not drop dry chunks of paint inside of the bottle, which isn't easy. Okay, I think I got it good enough. And now, let's see if I can clean out the little... I don't even think I need to. Yeah, we're good. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go, guys. Marble more. Come on, let's flow, guys. Don't be all like that. See how that's lifting? I don't know if this one's gonna work as good. That's a really thick leaf, metal, copper, whatever leaf. Oh, I love that color mix though. That looks so pretty. Oh, please turn out. seriously, I would really like it if this one turned out. Oh, wow. It came off a lot. That's funny. Yeah, it did not stick as good as that initial one. I'll tell you that. You can't really tell, but there's hardly any of it left on here. Jeez. All right, well, let's give it a shot and see if we got anything. See if we got anything worth saving on this one. You never know. We'll see. Look at this one. How much of it came off? Look at that. That's crazy, huh? The other one didn't do that at all. Yep. So obviously there's a huge difference in like the quality of the metal flakes and what it's made out of or whatever. I'm just trying to pull some of this off of here because it's all over my brayer as well. Okay. All right. Aren't you guys glad that all of us YouTubers get on here and experiment for you so you don't have to waste your stuff to find out if you like something? We get to make all the mistakes for you. I was watching Barbara today on 49 Dragonflies, and she's so funny. She cracks me up. She's just laughing at herself. She kept busting herself up. She's got the sweetest little voice. Okay, so I love the color, but I gotta be honest, I'm not sure if it really worked. I think it pulled most of it off. Look at that. It did. I mean, you can see it on there, but not very strong. I guess I can just press in before it completely dries and hopefully... And the bad part is that most of it that stayed on there is like underneath the paint. Look at that. It's there, but it's not there, you know? I think the gold would work better on this. Definitely. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Whew. Okay. I don't even have to clean hardly anything up on this one. It lifted. Just lifted at the wrong stage. And the wrong thing lifted. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. This isn't the one I used the other day. I used this one here, and it worked all right. It didn't lift as bad as that copper did, but this one I think is a higher quality a little bit, and I think it might actually work a touch better. See, that's staying already. It's sticking. See, I think that one will stick to the, yep, a little bit more. We'll see though. Oh wow, this one like breaks apart really easy. Oh, that one spreads real simple, almost. Come on, don't make a liar of me. So we're going out this Saturday with our friend Charity. It would have been, I know I told you guys that her husband passed away in October, Jack, and it would have been their 10th anniversary. So she said, you want to go to lunch on Saturday? And I was over at her house helping her with some stuff. And I looked at her because it just like came out of nowhere, and I said, sure, what's going on? And she goes, oh, let's go to the steakhouse, you know. And I'm like, okay. And I said, why are we going to the steakhouse? And she goes, it would have been my 10th anniversary. And I said, oh, of course we're gonna go. My sweet Charity. Love her so much. She's such a... We had so much fun. We went through all of her drawers yesterday. I taught her how to make folders on her computer and send stuff from her memory stick and in email, you know, and save it into folders and stuff. And then we spent the whole afternoon going through like all of her drawers. She has 3 desks. We did 2 of them. And she was showing me family pictures. And oh my gosh, she gave me You guys, she was a pharmacist, okay? And she had a pharmacist book this thick. Seriously, it's a huge, thick, heavy book. And she gave it to me. It was from 1905. And it's got some of the coolest pages in it. Oh my goodness. You know, just really fun stuff to use as backgrounds, collaging, you know, all the whole 9 yards. And so, and she also gave me a 20th century, like, almanac type, huge, massive, and I'm not kidding when I say it's like 4 or 5 inches. It's like that thick, and it's a huge book, and it's got some of the coolest factoids and coolest pictures from, I told Courtney, I don't know if I can take this apart. I might read this instead. She said her mom read that entire book the year after her dad died in 1985, and the last year that's recorded in that book is 86, and it's really cool, you guys. So I think I'm gonna do 2 blue. You know, I love me some blue, 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 blue. We love the blue. And I might just do blue by itself. Should I add anything? What do you think? I want to make sure that I use enough paint that it really covers this thing. I have burnt umber here, and you know I love brown with it, with blue, but should I or shouldn't I? Let's go for it. Let's just do it. What's the fun? You know, I was watching her today, and she said, you know, you don't, I know she was quoting somebody, and I'll say it wrong, but it was like, you don't have any, only the adventurous artist actually, you know, gets an amazing result. You know, if you're not going to be adventurous and try something that you don't, you know, think will work, then you're not going to get a good result, or you're not going to get the result you could have gotten if you'd have tried the adventure, right? And I'm like, yeah, you know, let's try the adventure. Oh my gosh, that is pretty. I actually love it. I hope you do too. I hope that you can see some of the gold. It's not coming up onto the brayer mostly, which is a good thing. Some of it did, but nothing like we had on the other one. Yeah, some of it did though, but that's okay. There's a lot there. So I'm going to put this one on the brown paper because I really like the blue against the brown with the gold and all that. I always like, I always like the stuff that I jelly print onto this paper for my journal cards. So yeah, we're going to, oh, please let this turn out. Please, please, please. I need to get me one of those thingies. A pestle? Is it a pestle? To go around, you know? I could use this thing. It's my gel for my pain in my knees. But it's got a nice flat lid. I can roll it on here maybe. Oh, nope, there's a lot of paint on there. I did a lot of paint. Yep, I got it even wiping it up here. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, we are going to have to wait for this to dry. So, what can I talk to you about or show you guys? Let's see. Do I have anything I wanted to show you? We'll do an interlude here. Okay, so I bought a calendar at Hobby Lobby about a month ago, and it was right, you know, like in February when we went. Look at this is the front of it. I cut it down. I was like, what am I going to do with that calendar? I decided I'm going to frame this because it's so cute. Look at the picture. Isn't it sweet? It's just, I mean, I just love it. I do. I'm a goofball. But I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to frame it. So I took my cutter and I just trimmed it right along the edges nice and even. I'm going to measure it and go to probably Michael's because that's what we have here in town right now until they finish Did I tell you they're building us a Hobby Lobby in Casa Grande? Oh my gosh. I'm so stoked. I can't wait. Anyway, but yeah. So this is a lot of paint. A lot. I did way too much paint. The other ones I didn't do enough, so I was worried I'm out of practice, you guys. I haven't done gel plate in a long time, so totally out of practice. Okay, let's see. Yep, still leaving a lot, but should I just wait and let it dry and be patient? I could try that. Anyway, I'm going to pause you guys for just a sec while this dries and turn on my AC because it's getting hot in here. Okay, I'm back. So let's see what we got here. I had a snack. I ate some grapes and a piece of string cheese. This one's too big to stay on there, but it's kind of cool. It'll be a pretty grungy background. Look at that. It's awesome. I don't hate it. I always love when I do them on this paper. I just love this paper so much. I'm going to go over this like so and just kind of press down the metallic flaking there and make sure that it gets really pressed into my paint, because those are big chunky pieces that are kind of standing up. But this is, I like it. It's a fun way to get a really cool look, and you know, you get to play with your Gelli plate, and that is all that matters. All right, so let's see. What do we want? I think I'm going to leave the gold because I don't mind gold ever. I love it. You know that. I know that. Anybody who listens to me knows that. I was thinking, I brought this along. I don't know if it would work, but I brought along some glitters, and they're like in fall colors. And I thought, you know what? Let's try. I don't know. I might end up regretting this, but let's just see what happens when you put some glitter on here. This is just smaller pieces of metal flakes, right? Now this glitter is, I got it on Amazon. It is, I believe, like I said, in my public list. I don't know the brand name anymore. I'd have to go back through. I've had it for about 3 years. I'm putting a lot because I want to make sure. I hope it shows up, and it might not, but we'll see. It might just make little bumps on the paper. Who knows? Okay, and what color do we want to put with it? Let's do this. Oh, we've got a pretty turquoise. Let's try the turquoise. And we'll do the turquoise. Ooh, that is really, oh wow. That is some runny paint. Gee, whizzle sticks. Let's try to do a little bit of the antique linen. Is that what this is? Antique white. I have antique linen too, but okay, now you're stuck again. Okay, we gotta dig in this thing. Sorry. Where's my pen? What did I do with it? I stuck it up here. Okay. I'm just gonna dig out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, it should come out now. Or not. It does not want to come out. Oh, I've got dry paint here. That's all. This is kind of gross. Sorry about this. I wouldn't even bother to continue with this if it wasn't for the fact I already poured some on there. I should probably check and see, huh? Yep, look at that. That's why. We have another paint cap here. It's a total cap. Oh my gosh, that one was massive. Gee, whizzle sticks. Oh my goodness. I think I got like half the bottle of paint here. Sheesh, no wonder it was doing that. Look at this. I'm not kidding you. This is so funny. Look at that. That's a lot of dried up goopy paint. Oh, gee. All right. If that wasn't paint, it would have almost been TMI. And then the bottle farts. Oh gosh. Stop. Anyway, I'm going to put a little more of the blue because this is so runny. I'm not really sure, you know, how it's going to... I'm going to end up sitting here for 50 minutes waiting for it to dry again. Well, this time my white, my antique white is not going to be in patches. I can say that much because it rolled on. Let's just take, what a pretty, okay, I'm going to pull some of this off here. Just some. And I think, should I put this against the brown or, I don't know. No, I'm going to do the white again. We'll do the medium white this time. The first time. Oh, dang it. I hate when I do that. I always put them on crooked. Do you guys always put them on crooked? Because I do. I keep looking up here and I've got all of this big old stack of coffee dyed CD. I'm thinking I've even got some that have patterns on them. I'm thinking it's time to play with these. I've been wanting to. I made something with them the other day. Look at this little gal. Isn't she cute? I'm thinking I need some of this in my life. I also did, remember those backgrounds we did back a couple months ago? I took and did some doilies. I coffee dyed some doilies and made some journal cards with those, and I thought they turned out pretty cute. I've still got a stack of them. It's these we did with all the mica sprays on the backgrounds. So, and some stamping, and they were made with index cards. I don't know if you remember, but it was fun. Anyway, I've got so much stuff sitting around here. I'm like, technically I was talking to the Lord, and I was praying and thanking him for all of my blessings, you know, but I was thinking, boy, you know, I really need to just, it's still blotchy. Look at that. It's because that paint's too thick, huh? That's exactly what it is. Shoot, look at that. I know, I've never done something like this, but I just want to see if I can get it to move a little bit more. Anyway, I was thinking, I've got so much stuff now, I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm almost a little bit overwhelmed. I know you guys have noticed, I've never really gotten back into being able to do the videos as well as I used to. And I need to, like, set aside, like I have Mass Monday. I need to create my days again. That's what it is. And I haven't done that. So what do you think? Should we go back to, like, Inspire Me Day, where I go in and I find somebody else's video that inspires me and we try, you know, we do their work? Look at all that blue paint. Or should we do, you know, I don't know, throw me some ideas, you guys, those of you who are with me all the time and care what I'm talking about. You know, I miss you guys. I just kind of blank out sometimes and don't know what I want to do. This won't be bad once it's cut down. But I think the glitter actually worked. Look. That is pretty. Oh, but you know what? Let's see. Wait, I was going to say, but you know what? It's still glitter. Glitter wants to come off. It's not that bad. It feels grainy a little bit, like glitter does. It's not rubbing off. It just feels a little bit grainy. You know what you could do is you could totally Mod Podge over this and make it really leathery and thick, and then attach it to like a box piece, you know, and have a nice thick strong journal card. We also have some flakes of that gold from the last page we did. I'm looking to see, these aren't, yeah, they're stuck to the glue. They're not rubbing off. So that's cool. Yeah, they're not coming off. Cool. Can you see them really good? Look. Isn't that pretty? So now you know you can use glitter too. Okay, let's see. How's this one doing? I think so far this is my favorite one, which I know you're probably not shocked because it's brown and blue. I know. I'm silly when it comes to those two colors. I just love them. Let's do another metal. Let's see. I wanted to try the glitter to see if it did anything, and it did, so that's very cool. What color do we want to try? My nose is runny. I've got blue, bright blue, and we've got black. Black is nice. Let's try the black this time. See how it runs, how it goes on. I haven't even opened this before, see? Okay. Oh, and it's all stuck. It's very shiny. It's sticking pretty good. That's good. So it's going to stick. We know that much. Do-do-do-do-do. Some of these, all of them are kind of different. So like these are not, how do I say this? Like the gold and the copper and the silver seem to be more metallic. These are more plasticky, if that makes sense. And they're, if you can even see it when you look at them. See, like this one's real shiny. This one you can tell is metallic. It's like a foil. Same with the gold and the copper. So all of these are more, and then they're more metallic-y, and then this is more paper plastic kind of mix. I don't know how to explain it. It's interesting, I'll say that. Sticks well, and it kind of breaks apart and cracks well, which is good because then it isn't so thick that it wants to rise up off of the jelly plate. What in the world color should I do with this one? I have a couple of reds, dark reds we could try. Red and black always look good together, right? Probably not going to mix. Let's see, pull that one apart there. I'm probably not going to bring in any other color but the red. I have two colors of red with me. I have so many acrylic paints, and they're in a chest or drawer in my other room, and I think I showed them to you during the crafting tour, but craft room tour, I should say. But anyway, I don't like to pull them all out because they're really heavy and they're awkward and it's hard, and I don't have a lot of room on the desk, and so I just brought a few things to go into this project. It's not being as messy as it was the first day I did it. Okay, so that's enough. Enough black on there. It looks nice, I think. It'll be a good... Yeah, I'm going to try and pull these pieces up so they're not flying all over and I don't waste them. What's that? What is that? It's like tissue. There we go. I don't want to lose these everywhere. Okay, there. All right, so I've got flamenco red and we've got barn red. Let's see, what are these? Super dried out. They're so old, you guys, at this point. Oh no, not bad. I'm going to shake this up though. Okay, so we have that one. Is that red? Okay. That's the flamenco. I think I'll probably use the barn red. It looks darker. I like that. Oh, maybe. This one's kind of weird. I need like a paint shaker they use at the store. Let's see. Oh, that is, I don't know. There you go. Well, these are very close, actually. I think. Oh, well, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, this one's brighter. Huh. I guess I could do both and have like the streaks. You know what I mean? Let's do that. Let's try it. See, at least it's thin. That white, that antique white I'm using is so thick, it's not wanting to move across the board at all. Don't use so much you can't clean it up. All right, here we go. It might be fun to have the mix of the two reds. The black is staying in place. So far the only one that moved a ton was the copper. Yeah, I have a few pieces, but it's not too bad. All right, we are gonna put this one on the brown. So it'll be a nice dark backdrop. What time is it? Okay. This will probably, well, I wanted to do a pink one. I don't know though. This pink I brought is kind of funky. Let me look at it. It's not flamenco. It's fuchsia. Oh gosh, it's all, well, we let that dry. Let's clean this up. Ugh. This is old. I've had this one for a really long time. Like a really, really long time. Oh wow, I made a mess. I'm surprised it's still even wanting to come out. Oh gee. It's got like this weird layer of skin all around the side of it. Ew. Ew. Okay. Anyway, that's the color. Here, let's see if we can. What do you think? It's an interesting color. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. There we go. This one's kind of cool. There we go. Oh, you can't even really tell a difference between the colors. But I am glad I used the brown because the streaks would have been white. I just love this brown buff colored paper. I think it's the best. Now look at all those that stayed on there. We got a mess. We got a mess. Let's see. At least they clean up. Yay. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do a pink. And we could do a jelly plate day once a week. Tell me what you think of it in the comments. Seriously, you guys, I need some I need to have themes. That's my problem. I should do a glue book day, an art journal, or like an art journal glue book day. What do you think of that? Would that be something you're interested in? I don't want to bore you guys, you know? I mean, there's tons of stuff out there on the internet, and everybody's always trying to think each other. And I'm just, I'm kind of your old reliable. I kind of stick to what I know. I don't go out and try to, I know, I'm kind of boring. This was like the biggest thing I've come up with in a while, to do something different, I don't want to ever bore you guys. So, okay. This is so pretty, that pink. I don't know how great it's going to look, but it's pretty. Oh, yeah, there you go. It really breaks apart nice. And it sticks. I like that when they stick. This one's harder to get to, for whatever reason, and I haven't really used it. So, actually, I've never used it, I don't think. Okay. So, if you like this idea and you give it a try, please let me know what you think. And if you do have some gold leaf sheets, that's what it's called, gold leaf. Anyway, Did I figure that out earlier? I think I did. It's my age. I'm getting older, guys. Just forgive me, okay? And bear with me. But I was going to say, if you do give it a try, let me know what you think. And the one thing I noticed in the video that I watched, her whole thing was getting it like the person who did it originally, getting the cracks. I guess if you use the right brand of gold leaf, it will crack really easy. But if you don't use the right brand of gold leaf, it doesn't crack as easy. And it was giving them this kind of cool, you know, wall of cracked gold leaf on top of their paint. And I thought that was fun, but I actually like this too. So, you know, give this a try. See what you think. If you have some flakes, you know, and that's all you got, then don't worry about it. But if all you've got is the sheets, then do that one. And she was just laying them out like on a, I think she was using a 5x7. Mine's an 8x10. But, so yeah, I think she was using a smaller, and she was doing like two sheets for it. And, it looked really cool. It did. I mean, it really inspired me to try it with what I had. So don't go out and buy anything if you don't, you know, if you have one, don't run out and buy the other just because you don't have it. You know, don't spend money if you don't need to. We all do that way too much. Just use what you've got. And if you've just got glitter, that's why I wanted to try it and see if the glitter worked. Do the glitter, because that was cute. It looked really pretty. So, yeah. And like I said, if you don't like the fact that the glitter kind of has that grainy feel, you could go over it with Mod Podge and really make a pretty card. So yeah, here we go. Hopefully it'll stay on. So far so good on these other ones. The only one that struggled was that copper, so I'm really glad. Look at that. Barely any of it's coming up, just a little bit. Now this one, I think I'll put on the white paper. And I'm going to go ahead and do it on a thick piece for fun. This paper's so thick that you've kind of got a built-in journal card with it. All you got to do is distress it or coffee dye it or, you know, whatever. And this paper's so thick, the only reason I still have some is because it doesn't go through my printer. That's how thick it is. So this plain blue would be really pretty too. It's so bright. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for a minute. I'm gonna pause you for a sec and go check on my paper. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I went out and pulled my papers. They were ready to come in, so this is really dry on here. But that's okay. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I have no idea where I'll use it, but it'll be a cool looking background, and once I dinge up the edges, you know, and stuff like that, yeah, it'll be cute. So we got that one, that one, that one, this one, this one, and this one. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not bad. So I have to show you guys. And then what time is it? Oh, it's almost time to go. It's almost time to go. I miss y'all. I don't get on here enough, and you know, and I'm just like, okay, my girls are probably like, what is going on with Tara? You know, I kind of have a foggy brain lately. I do, and it's been really hard for me to think of stuff to do. I sometimes literally sit and just stare at the TV and watch like videos and stuff. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm just, and I'll be like, what's wrong with me? And I can't seem to like stay awake. I stay awake. What I should say is my brain is not staying awake. Ow, ow, ow. Sorry, guys. Oh, my foot's cramping. Oh, ow, gee whizzle sticks. I'm falling apart. Anyway, there. Put my baby back where it goes. I love my jelly plate so much. Okay. So what I was going to show you is this. I just went and got these and brought them in from outside, and they turned out pretty cool. Look at this. I've got a whole huge stack of... I used everything. I told you, I threw the kitchen sink at this paper. This one's not quite dry. It's dry, but it's just kind of loose, still damp, like the paper's kind of weak. But anyway, this one was done, of course, with some lace mats. So what I used on these is cabbage, purple cabbage, and then I used mica sprays, tempera paint. What else did I use? I used distress sprays. Let's go through them just a little bit here. I don't have a ton that have print on them. It's just there on the top. You can see the gold. That is from the tempera paint. And then some of them are also toward the bottom. They are sprayed with mica sprays. And then some of them have watercolor powder, and some have watercolor ink. Okay, like these super bright ones are watercolor powder or watercolor ink. I believe this one's ink. And you can see the tempera paint, and it dried nice. It's not coming up on my hands. Oh, sorry guys. And I stacked them, so it's on the other side as well. And the reason I wanted to do the blue, other than it's my favorite color, and I saw Barbara doing it and fell in love with what she got out of it, so I thought I gotta try that. And so she was like throwing everything she had at it, so I did too. I had a spray can, I had a spray bottle right here with coffee in it, so some of them have coffee, and then some of them I even sprinkled coffee on. And then the mica sprays, what I did was I did all these on newspapers, and the papers were new, so I wanted them to bleed onto the papers from underneath. So see, like these are watercolor inks right here, these big blotches, and I tried to get them to move around the page as much as possible. They were super dark when I first did it, and I thought, oh my gosh, but as they dried, they lightened up. Anyway, there's another print. There's another print. This one must be been laying on top. And so, but I used, oh, there we go, that one's cool. I used the mica sprays, and then I used, I'm trying to find the ones that I did it. I used coffee grounds. Oh, this one's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah! Oh my gosh, look at that. This one's weird. It's got like circles of gold. I even poured some of the tempera paint into my dye, the cabbage water. So it was like kind of, I don't know how to say it. It was kind of clumping up in areas in the water. And so when I would dip the paper, it would like be in these puddles of gold, and it looked really cool. So this one's got mica sprays. You can see on there. Can you tell? So what I did was with the newspapers was I sprayed the newspapers with mica sprays and like distress sprays, vintage and walnut and all that. And then I did the papers and then laid them down on top. And then like these sprinkles here, that is watercolor powder and mica sprays also. And that's the bottom. The reason I wanted to do the blue though, and get such a fun, grungy, romantic kind of, I love that one. Look at that. It's like, oh, it's got the blue and then the gold and the turquoise. It's gorgeous. I did a blue romance. Now this one's much more turquoisey. This is, I'm trying to think if this is the, yeah, this is the watercolor. You can tell the watercolor inks. But anyway, what I did was I did the, I can't talk. Oh, that was pretty. Look at that. That's cool looking. That was against the newspaper. But I did the watercolor. I cannot think what I want to say. That's so funny. This is coffee. More of the circles. I did the newspaper that way. And the reason is because all of this is for my blue romance journal I'm going to make. And we are going to start that real soon. So I'm creating the kit right now. This one's kind of boring. It's just coffee and then some brown. This is like bronze watercolor ink, but it didn't, or alcohol ink, or acrylic. Yeah, that's acrylic ink. It didn't really even show up. That's funny. But yeah, so that's why I wanted this for that kit. Doesn't that look like blue romance to you? This is all coffee stains. Now the bronze did pretty good on this one. Oh, they are gorgeous. Look at the gold. Oh, so pretty. Give that a try, you guys. I used the big bottle of tempera paint that I get at Hobby Lobby. It's like $5 and it's a huge bottle of gold. And this is what it did. It's beautiful. All I did, like I said, I put some in the spray bottle even, and it didn't really show up. So I just would squirt it into my hand. I wet my hand, and then I had gloves on, and I just rubbed my hands together and started doing this and just flicking it everywhere. And that's what I got. You can see the flicks. But I'm good with that. Some of these came out really boring, but some of them came out really cool. This is all coffee dye. Yeah, and I took coffee and sprinkled it on some of them so that I'd get these really grungy spots. Because some of them tore, like this one, but I wanted it for collage. So I figured, why not? I'll put the torn ones into the collage bucket and we'll have papers to play with. Because pretty soon, Mama is getting back into her art journal and collaging and all that good stuff. And if you want to join us, I have not posted it on the Facebook group yet, but we are going to start, me and Vanessa are going to start sending out monthly prompts, and I think we'll just probably take turns. And we are going to do a contest, a collage contest every month. And the winner, and you guys get to pick the winner, whoever's a member of the Facebook group, you get to vote who you want to win, okay? And I'm going to figure out how to get it all set up, but we're going to set that up. Her and I talked about it yesterday, and she's in. She loves the idea, and I thought, you know what? It'd be fun, and the winner will win a $25 Amazon gift card. So I didn't think that was too shabby. And yeah, so that's going to be the deal, guys. So if you want to participate, you got to be a member of the Facebook group, and you can find the listing for that in our About section here on the channel, or you can just look up Tara's Take Family on Facebook, and it'll pull up our group, and that's where we are. Look at this one. This one's really cool. This is like all that powder. I didn't spray it completely. I wanted it to kind of look like patterned. And then this one has more of the bronze on it. Yep, these came out so fun. Sorry to bore you and go through all these. I was excited. I just wanted to see them real quick. Oh my gosh, look at that one. Can you see? Oh, gee whizzle sticks. Some of these are just so dreamy. Dreamy, dreamy. I'd say I only got like 3 boring pieces. Ooh, look at that. That's got the bronze and the gold. Yep. Very cool. Now let's see. Now this is all I do, you guys, and I've shown you before, but I'm going to do a couple of these for you so you can see. I just go along the edge and trim these down nice and evenly. I really kind of like the way the glitter looks on here. I don't really like those white patches much, but I think once they're decorated over, they'll be fine. Had to bring that in a little bit because I want to get rid of those white edges. This is a super easy way to create a very unique background for your journal cards, okay? So give it a try, seriously, if you have a Gelli plate. And you know what you can even do if you don't have a Gelli plate? You can get your paper, some acrylic paint, and roll it onto your paper. I mean, Honestly, there are so many ways to get to the same result. I think that don't be intimidated by. It's like I said earlier, what I heard Barbara say about, if you don't take a chance, you don't receive the reward as an artist. You've got to, you've got to take some chances to see how things turn out. Now, because these are now broken down, look at what a cool journal card background that's going to be. See? Doesn't matter that they're splotchy because it just doesn't matter. Once you break these down, they turn out great. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that you give everything we did a try. If you do, please let me know in the comments or in the Facebook group. And remember our contest. We're going to start that in April. And you get to enter one collage because the group is voting for each other. I don't want it to get too confusing. Okay, so we might extend, like once we get used to it and kind of get a rhythm down, maybe we'll go, okay, you can put in, up to 3 collages for the month or whatever. But you can take the whole month to make your collage. It doesn't have to be overnight. And maybe we'll do it so that like you can tell us, oh, I did 3 collages, but I only want the first one I posted to be in the contest or whatever. I don't know yet. I'm going to look into everything today after we get done here. So I love you guys. I hope you had fun. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and try your jelly plate. Have some fun. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.